What's up, y'all? It's Rez. Welcome to another video. Screen mirroring video coming soon. Just recently, these bolts came loose, and I've had like a gasket leak, and I tightened them up, but I still hear it. So I'm hoping not, but I think maybe the welds on my headers broke. I'm gonna have to check them. But that'll be a whole different video. Today, we're gonna be draining the oil and also replacing the Vtech solenoid gasket and the oil filter housing gasket. So let's get into it, y'all. I'm gonna go grab the jack so I can lift it up and get to the oil filter. All right, y'all. We got the jack stands, and now we're looking at what's going on. Now I cleaned my I cleaned this off a while back, and I haven't really seen much oil residue return, except for like right here, and then right there. So that made me want to replace the Vtech gaskets as well as the oil housing gasket. Since they're connected to each other, and I might need to go ahead to Advance or something with the O-ring, because no one's selling it by itself, and I know I could just get the right size once I pull it out. Sorry for the wind because of the fan, but pretty sure this is a 16 mil. I'm about to take the oil pan bolt out, but you guys can see this. Looks like I'm leaking tranny fluid, and I'm kind of felt lately like my rear main seal is going out, because that's why it's leaking right there, I'm assuming, because it's coming out by the shift linkage cable right there. Again, I don't know if the fan's messing with the volume right now. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, now I'm gonna drain the oil, and once it's halfway done, I'll take the oil filter out and then start unbolting it and replacing it. You know, as you can see, she is due for a change. I checked the oil like last week, and I seen how dirty it was. Like, I mean, it's pretty clean. Like, I can still see the yellow in it, but it's dark, obviously, man. So it's about due for a change. You're supposed to do it every 3,000 miles on these damn things. Didn't know that. You should read your owner's manual, y'all. But yeah, once that drains a little more, I'll take the oil filter off. And it was actually a 17 millimeter. I don't know why I said 16. You hardly ever find a 16 mil on this damn car. But yeah, there we go. I got this spot for the drain plug on here. I'm gonna leave it out, and I'm gonna go ahead and twist this bad boy. And I can't do it with one hand, so I will stop recording and record after. Yo, so I wish I could get another K&N, but a man's tight on money right now. So luckily I was able to get this as the last one there. And if you're looking for an oil filter and you don't know, you could use the mobile ones, M1 104A. Alright, now let's put a little bit of oil on the seal. I cleaned it up pretty good. I might wipe it one more time. I'm gonna make sure there's nothing on here or it won't seal right and it'll be leaking. Oh, and you know what? I'm gonna put my new oil filter on, but I'm actually gonna put it on and then I'm gonna take this off, like I said, so I can replace those seals on the inside. Alright, y'all, new filter's on. I'm glad it matches the color scheme. Now I'm gonna get this bolt, that bolt, and that bolt. I'm gonna loosen them. And before I get them all the way off, I'm gonna loosen the Vtech solenoid bolts, because I have them. The gasket for it, so I'm gonna loosen these guys and loosen this guy while it's still in, so I could get the seal for that, the pressure switch. But I have the seal for the Vtech solenoid and the oil housing assembly. So I'm gonna get those off, but before I do that, I'm gonna put the oil drain plug back in, but I wanna run some fresh fluid through. And when I see the clear fluid coming through, I'm gonna put the oil plug back. Here you go. See, nice and clean. So now I'll go grab that drain bolt and I'll put it on. And I might spray this with a little bit of brake cleaner before I take it off. Alright, y'all. These guys are some tough puppies. I'm gonna have to check the torque specs. But I did not want to strip these, so I figured, well, I'll just pull it out. So I'm gonna pull it out, make sure you got an oil pan under it, because some oil will come out. And now let's get to it, man. We've been out here how long? 2 hours? An hour and a half? It's probably the heat making it feel like it's longer. It's hot. Leroy's mad at me because I keep telling him to lay down right there. You guys are pulling these bad boys out. This bottom bolt is gonna be short. This right bolt's gonna be long. And this left bolt's gonna be short. And if you look right up there where the wire is going, that's where the Vtech solenoid wire is. And you need to push that tab down and slide it back, but it's real hard to reach back there, and I've been letting my car cool down a little bit. Be careful with these wires because they tend to break really easy right off the solenoid. So that tab, you can hardly see it, and I can hardly reach in there to show you right now. But yeah, push this little tab right there down and slide it out. Well, now I know why it's so hard, y'all. And good idea. I'm gonna put Loctite on also. And the Loctite they use is the gray Loctite. No wonder why it's so hard to pull off. Never did last. Now I should be able to pull it off. You know what? Before I do that, I'm gonna disconnect that switch. I'm gonna disconnect it from there so it's not hanging up on this. And you might as well disconnect this switch. They shouldn't fit over the same plugs as each other, but right now I'd put like a mark on this, put like a line so you know this one goes to this and the other one goes to the Vtech solenoid. Alright y'all, that was pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie. So that first tab I was showing you actually just gets it off that bracket it was on. But once it's off that bracket, then you have to come back here. Oh man. Once it's off that bracket, then you're gonna push the back button on the clip. There we go. That button is on the back of this clip and it's on here, but this tab's kind of in the way, so you want to pop it off. Now I'm gonna yank this guy off. I'm gonna do it off camera because it's my first time and I don't want to mess something up. Look at it, yeah. So I separated it. I was holding the oil filter with my right hand and I was holding this side with the left. And like I said, when you pull it out, some oil is gonna come out. But look at that. That's how you know it's due, because the freaking screen, the filter stayed in there, the gasket. But shit, the majority of them will stay in there. So now let's pull this out, take the Vtech solenoid on, replace its gasket. I didn't clean the back side super good because I need to take this off. But I cleaned around it as best I could. And yeah, clean this up pretty good. Make sure nothing's in these tracks. Make sure there's no like dirt or rocks that fell in here at all. And now I'm taking this off so I can replace the Vtech solenoid gasket, and I just lost the gasket. It's under me. Right there. So yeah, I used this ratchet and I was holding it like this. So if you don't got that, you just have someone hold it while you break it loose. Mine was pretty easy. Here he is. So now just need to pull this out. It feels pretty good, honestly. It might have been good, but shit, I got it in the kit. I'm gonna replace it. So make sure this is clean. That surface where it was, make sure it's clean before you put the new one on, and make sure this track is cleaned out. Alright y'all, I'm trying to wrap it up. Believe me, I did swap this gasket. I just tightened it up because I needed 2 hands, and I put a slight bit of oil around it, you know, just to lubricate it so it lasts a little bit. But yeah, I just got it real snug, and now I'm ready to put this gasket in. First, I'm gonna get an adjustable crescent wrench and pop this puppy free and see if its seal needs to be changed. Back from Honda Planet, Advanced Auto didn't have it, neither did Napa, so I said, why not? So you get it from Honda Planet, I think that's the part number. This thing was $13. And always make sure you check the size before you put it on. I'm looking for my old one real quick, I'm gonna do that. But I'm just trying to get this put together, man. So it's in, sitting good, this is barely over. And now I'll thread this guy in. I'm making snug. That's it. Again, sorry for the wind, but I'm gonna clean it out a little in there, clean where it slides on, and we're ready to throw the other screen on. Alright guys, so I just put in a little bit of oil around it and made sure that screen's sitting in there nice and good. And now I'm ready to throw it back up. Make sure you wipe this clean like that. I missed a spot. Now I can throw it back on. Finally, after all this time. I got them all pretty much snug before like I got any of them tight. So now I'm about to snug them, like tighten them up as much as I can. And yeah, we should be good. Everything's looking all right, and I'm probably gonna repaint this right now. Forgot to mention, I used some blue thread locker because I had red and blue. I didn't want high strength because I don't want to be stuck in there for next time I do it. So yeah, that's done. This guy's good. I might tighten him up while he's on the assembly now. But yeah, looking good, y'all. So I don't want to strip them or break them. So I'm gonna tighten it to 15 foot-pounds. That's what it calls for. All right, y'all. You know me. Yeah, painted her up. Made the Vtech gold and the switch a little gold. I'm gonna clean it up later. Next time I pull my wheel off. Until then, I'm gonna snap my clip back to place. Already got that one on, obviously. And we're gonna fill her up with oil. Let's get this puppy down, and then we'll start working on Jennifer's Cadillac.